Okay, this is Natalie and
Rob.
and
Robert.
And we are
a couple. And we are in Portugal.
and today we're going to talk about why we separately moved to Portugal. Our reasons may be a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got some comment asking about why we chose Portugal, and it can't just be the weather or the extra sunshine. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Rob?
A little bit chilly now.
Yes.
Huh?
It's,
17 degrees maybe?
if you're lucky, 16.
Okay.
Yes, the wind is chilly.
Yeah. Some blue sky. It's cloudy right now.
Yes.
And yesterday it was a very fine day because yesterday we went to the pool.
Yes.
We could swim.
Yes. I swam
Yeah.
for the first time. You swam before.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that warm. It was maybe
13 degrees. The water was
yeah. But I mean, the air was like what, 24 at the most.
Yeah.
But only in the sun, not in the shade. So. Yeah.
That was yesterday. Huh?
Yes, and totally different today.
Yeah. And yesterday it was like a sunny evening also.
Yes, we sat outside.
Yeah.
And enjoyed the evening.
Right.
It wasn't too bad. I had a sweater and a blanket, but it
Right.
wasn't too bad. And it's May.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in the northern countries, like Belgium or maybe in Switzerland, it's warmer now than it is here.
Yeah.
Or not much different. So just a little
And the wind is
annoying.
cold, eh? The wind.
Yeah, the
now
wind is
cold.
colder than the air would be fine if the wind wouldn't be so cold.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and today we're going to talk about why we separately moved to Portugal. Our reasons may be a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got some comment asking about why we chose Portugal, and it can't just be the weather or the extra sunshine. And as you can tell, we're outside, so there's noises, village noises going on. There's a rooster, a dog, and sometimes a car or a motorcycle comes by. So
This is the first time that we do it
outside.
outside, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually wanted to do it at the pool, but we can't because, I mean, we could.
Yeah. But there are some noises going on also.
Yeah, but it's just the sun is not like it's. You don't have this pool atmosphere right now like we had yesterday.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't that warm, but anyway.
Well, I start with the reason why I personally went to Portugal. Because it's not so obvious that a Belgian guy is going to Portugal, but in my case, very clear. I was retired. Right now I'm 66. With a couple of months, 67. I'm retired at 65. In August 23. So that in combination with a divorce. Well, I was married 37 years. And the end of a professional career made me think, what now? Well, what can I do now?
Right.
Is this it? No, I was open for a new adventure, you know? Life starts at 65, that's the big thing.
Mine is
Starts
at 50.
65. Yeah. Okay.
You're a little behind me. That's okay.
So it all starts with
With that.
Yeah, and then watching video, YouTube, going on internet, and then many times, mostly you encounter the country Portugal as the place to be for retirees. Now again, the latest news is
I just saw an article online just before we came on here saying
that Portugal is number 2, dois, in all the world, being the place where it's good to live with smaller budget. And yeah, they say, and it's true, you can live here as a couple
Yeah.
for 2,500 euros a month
Yes.
as a couple. And that is included everything, eh? I mean, also housing, the groceries, the car, yeah, and sometimes we having dinner and lunches.
Yeah, like extras, like going out for meals.
Yeah. So yeah, and of course also reason the weather, eh? The weather. But there's a but. We encounter sometimes rain and windy atmosphere.
Yeah,
Eh?
and-
It's not all sunshine. Eh?
No.
Like today in Belgium now, it's hotter, warmer than here in Portugal right now. But of course also the reason, it's healthier, you know. There is no pollution, less pollution.
Yeah, obviously there's some we don't see or smell or whatever, but it's definitely less. Yeah, than especially in Belgium or Switzerland. We both quite a
Yeah. And you see it also where we live. We live in central Portugal, eh?
right now. Yes.
Right now, yeah. And yeah, there's something that you said that there are a lot of insects and bugs and whatever.
And,
but it
and
means,
birds.
And birds.
Yeah.
It means environment is the nature is healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That is true.
I heard from other people that they live in the UK, for example, and there's not as much wildlife, let's call it, you know, like little, big or small going on because it was got all extinct or either by too much housing or just by spraying stuff and planting more, like the monoculture stuff going on instead of leaving things more natural. I think they're trying to get back to it now, but I think that's what happened the last 20 years maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that are the main reasons. Weather,
The cost
the cost.
and lifestyle slower.
Yeah, that's also slower, really. Lifestyle here is less stress. When I think about the Ring van Antwerpen, that's Dutch, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. Belgians, Dutch, the Ring van Antwerpen, or Brussels even.
Right.
A lot of traffic, starting at 5 o'clock in the morning till ever and ever.
Never stops.
Never stops. Here, you don't see that.
No.
No,
Hey, the sun is coming out.
Oh, yeah, right.
So those are main reasons for you that you moved here.
Yeah. Okay.
My reason why I moved here?
Your turn.
Yeah, it's a little different. I'm younger than you. So I'm not retiring age, although I kind of pretend to be retired. I did like 5 years of research where to go because I didn't want to live in Canada anymore. I just couldn't stand the weather, and we're talking about cold winters and a lot of snow, and all is white and so depressing to me. There's no green. So I had a hard time coping with that for years. I've lived there for 26 years. So I finally had enough. I had a job I didn't like. The only reason I had this job to keep the cash going and the family going. It wasn't really any, passion. Passion, in the job or whatever. Then I did some research about how I can save some money up to so I can move somewhere else. And Portugal was one of the cheaper countries to go to, and it's Europe. I wanted to move back to Europe. Didn't like South America or Central America. That those countries aren't safe to me. I don't know. Some people live there happily. They don't have problems, but to me, they weren't safe enough. I think Portugal is safer, probably maybe even safer than some parts in Canada or Switzerland. I think, because I hear, some stories. Maybe it's because these countries are more congested. There's more people living in a smaller space, and here is I mean, it's a small country, but there's not a lot of people living in this country.
Yeah.
So that helps maybe with the crime too.
Yeah.
So on top of each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, so after my 5 years of research where to live, I decided to on Portugal. And same thing, I was watching videos, reading articles about people. Mainly I was retiring, but there was also professionals that moved to Portugal that work online mostly, of course, because it's very hard to get a job here.
Yeah.
And the income is very low. So and of course the weather, because like I said before, the minus 20 something for every year for a few weeks is not fun for me. And it's green here. Even in the winter, there's flowers growing and it's always green. So that was important to me. So for my mood.
Yeah.
I get depressed when it's always cold and
white and
yeah. I feel like I live in a snow globe.
Right.
Yeah. And I wanted to live closer to the ocean. In Canada, it's such a big country. Even though I lived in the province that had a big coastline, I was 10 hours away from that. So here I'm like, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, an hour and a half, yeah. And
the
you are
most.
on the coast, on the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, so that's another
even
reason.
from the middle of Portugal, where we live, it's 1 hour and a half
to the coast.
to the coast. Yeah.
So that was the other reason. It's, the climate, yes. I mean, we had another nice winter here. It was kind of cold and wet, but it's still nothing compared to a winter in Canada.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
And Switzerland wasn't an option. It's too expensive, and there's no ocean.
Yeah, you like the water.
Yes,
Yeah.
and yes, the standard of living is way higher in Switzerland, but that doesn't bother me so much. You can make your own life. You can, it doesn't. So that's the main reason for me is the climate, the geography, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And it's mostly it's for the most people, eh?
Yeah.
Those reasons, eh? Weather, cost price, safety. For instance, that's very important, eh? Because here was an electric outage. The power went off. And
That's a week ago, maybe now.
yes, during a whole day, eh?
Yeah, it started at about 11 o'clock but it came gradually back on.
Right.
Like it was in the whole country. It wasn't just a little area.
Yeah.
The whole country, no power. Lisbon, Porto,
Right.
no
Together
power.
with Spain, eh? But
And Spain, yes.
regarding safety, when this would happen in New York,
Yes.
and it once happened in New York in
Yeah.
1977 when the lights went out.
Yes.
It's a song, disco song, yes. A lot of people
Yeah.
plunderen.
Yeah. They start looting.
Right.
They're
Not
starting.
here.
No.
Not here.
No, you don't hear
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. Okay. There
People are
was
respectful. They don't-
no alarms
No.
at the bank,
No.
at the stores. They were down,
No.
but nothing happened.
No, like some people actually went to the restaurants and tried to keep the business going during this time and just paid with cash,
With
I
cash,
guess.
yeah.
And they helped each other out. Or maybe some ice cream stores. They went to go and eat the ice cream and paid for the ice cream so they wouldn't go bad. So they helped each other out.
Yeah. That was indeed. It was a very strange atmosphere. Very strange, positively strange. Eh? It was even more calmer than other times. But it was not frightening. No.
Yeah. Well, for me it was different. I was by myself. I was worried about other things because I wasn't at my house. I had the pets to look after, so I was worried about that. And there's food in the fridge and freezer and that kind of stuff. And because at first I said it could be days till it goes back on, so that was a little worrying. So the owners would not have been able to come back either.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it would have been stuck there.
Right. Yeah, and that was a very particular happening.
Yes, people are gonna say in years ago, "Where were you when this happened?" Kind of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
In
yeah,
Portugal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now they said, we don't know the real reason till now.
We're probably never going to know the real
No,
reason because
no.
I don't think, like any government's not going to tell you what the weaknesses are, why this happened, and hope they learned from it and not going to happen ever again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is a little bit the downsides of living here. I mean, it's not so stable, eh? And electricity is not so stable.
No.
But okay, you learn to live with that also.
Yeah. I mean, you maybe have to be more sufficient. Maybe you have to have a generator when you own a house. Maybe it's just in case something happens again, or some backup food, or maybe that.
Yeah.
Or have solar panels. I don't know, but totally off grid, I guess. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
No.
Yeah, and maybe you have to think about these things more. Not just rely on the government to give me power and food and I don't know, whatever. Safety.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very short reasons that why we moved here. Because some people saying, why are you moving here? You criticize the country. I just had another comment on a video about, why don't you go somewhere else if you don't like it here? Basically, that was reading in between the lines. But it's not. We don't want to. No, we don't want to move just because we don't like it here. Like some people would. Yeah, there's some expats who come here. Oh no, I can take it.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
I think the positive is still outweigh the negative.
Yeah.
We're just pointing out the things that are different and that maybe not so pleasant living here, because so people that watch these videos are aware of it.
Yeah.
That's the idea of these videos, to show people.
Yeah, the real thing, huh?
Yeah,
the real
it's
thing,
not.
real
It's
life.
not the Instagram pictures, the Algarve, always sun and fun and.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay.
So what did you do this week?
Yeah.
What were we up to?
Yes. Well, it
lives.
was yesterday. Yes, that we had. No, the day before.
The day before, yes,
Yeah, we went to a restaurant.
So they had a little event,
Yeah, an Italian day,
right?
right? With Italian food, not Italian wine.
No.
but Portuguese wine.
Yeah, I guess
from-
they combined Portuguese wine with Italian food.
Yeah, and it was a kind of presentation of the wine,
Yeah,
of the vineyards.
yeah,
There were people of the vineyard explaining the process, the differences between the Portuguese wine and the Italian and the French and the New World wine. Very interesting. Well, it started 7:30 in the evening, and for 4 hours
yes.
we had
We didn't.
food, drinks,
Yes, yes,
and in one of the nicest restaurants in Tomar.
right.
Huh?
This is a little boutique hotel. Has this very small. It's not a big restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is nicely. It's not a typical Portuguese interior.
No, it's very modern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in
Compared
an
to
old-
the
it's in an older building they restored, I guess. I don't know the story behind it.
well, and the cost price, it was 32 euros per person.
With everything included.
Yeah, everything included. 4 hours, wine.
It's like a 4-course meal, but there was like very small courses, like a nouvelle cuisine kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not quite, but almost.
Yeah,
Small portions.
but it was fun.
Yeah, we had fun. It was there was expats, but there were also Portuguese people there.
Yeah, there were a lot of Americans, huh?
Yes.
At the American table, we
Yes.
call it, huh?
Yes.
A lot of American.
Yeah, we know some of these people. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the staff of the hotel / restaurant, or the restaurant. alone.
Well, the restaurant owner and their colleagues and family were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The
people
wine
of
was
the
good.
vineyard.
We liked the wine.
Sobrel.
Yeah, we liked the wine.
Yeah.
Right? It was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from very local. It's just like, I don't
Yeah.
know, 10 kilometers from here.
Yeah, from central Portugal. And you have the
grown.
Douro wines, and you have the wine on the south.
Setúbal, the peninsula.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Alentejo.
Yeah, like a little.
I think there's even some Algarve wine, but that's very not that. Maybe that's part of the Alentejo. I don't know.
No, I don't
area.
know.
Yeah, because I think Alentejo is actually part of the Algarve, just the northern part of it. I think.
Yeah, but the wine, let's say the texture and the smell and everything. There's a big difference, between Douro wine,
Yes.
south.
We like
Southern wine.
we like the Douro wines, like the Setúbal wines. We're not a big fan of the Alentejo wines so far.
So far.
Obviously, we didn't have
Sorry.
all of
Very
them.
personal.
Yes, yeah. That's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, it was a nice thing to do.
A nice thing to
Get
do.
out and yeah.
Then there was also the day of the dog sitting
Well, I was dog sitting for a whole week.
for a whole week. Yeah.
But and that power outage happened during that time, so that was the other adventure.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, the usual things we do during the week, I guess. Oh, we also started looking for a place to live, I think.
Yeah.
That's what we were kind of occupied with that. We have a couple of possibilities. So, yeah. But that's not going to happen till October. Like, 1st of October, we need to move.
Yeah.
Or we want to move.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
wanna
need
move,
to,
yeah.
but we want to.
Yeah.
Because we want to go further south and
yeah,
or
yeah.
at least to the coast
Yeah.
to experience a different Portugal, I guess.
Yeah. And a little bit near to the coast.
Yeah, because
not exactly near the coast, but 20 kilometers because of
Or
the
less, or 10 kilometers away.
of the typical fog.
Yeah, or
phenomenon.
or the moisture in the winter.
Yeah.
It all depends how your house is insulated and then what kind of heating system you have, I guess.
Yeah, very
That's the
important.
difference, yeah.
And then a very, very, very pleasant thing that you did is going to the laundry.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Fun times, yeah.
Yeah, with the e-bike.
Yes.
So you take the e-bike and you go to Tomar 5-6 kilometers with the laundry, and and it's very common here to do that.
Yeah, so it's,
Going to the public.
yes. There's not every house or rental has a wash machine.
Wash machine. Yeah.
I used to have one. I really like my wash machine.
Yeah,
I want one back.
Yeah.
Because even though this is okay to do, and that particular laundromat is actually really good. I like the soap they use. The dryer is quick because some of them are slow, but it's expensive.
Yeah. How much was it then?
Well, probably about €12, the whole drying and washing process. That's
yeah.
because I used the bigger machine. But we wait like 10 days to 2 weeks to do laundry. It's not like we're doing laundry every week.
No, yeah. And then you use the biggest machine.
I could have
18
used maybe
kilos.
the smaller one, but it's sometimes tricky too. It's probably better to use the bigger one more. The washing is probably better.
Yeah.
And you have a bigger load. Yeah, and have to pack it up and come back, I guess. And then it is. Oh yeah, then we got our little dining room set out here, little patio.
Yes.
What do you call it? Bistro set.
Yeah.
I picked that up while I was waiting. So Uber picked it up, not me, because we still don't have a car, but soon we will.
Yeah. Well, and it was €7, I think. That you paid,
something, seven something.
Uber, yeah, to pick up. Yeah, it's a service from Uber. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
store
pick
important
up.
to know. Eh?
Yeah, store
Pickups,
pickup.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, the driver. Okay, he picked it up, he delivered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the local casa,
Yeah.
the chain.
Yeah.
Think.
Oh, you did your taxes. This is another part of
yeah.
living here.
Yeah.
You have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
You did yours.
Yeah.
You had a lot of back and forth, right?
Yeah. I went to the tax authorities in Tomar. They're very, very friendly. Yes.
Helpful.
Yeah. You can make an appointment. You you receive a mail back with the date and the hour and the name. And then I asked for somebody who speaks English. Because although there are a lot of foreigners here in Tomar, not so many people at the taxes speak English.
Or any official office.
No.
No.
They always say, English no problem. Yeah, it's no problem in Porto and Lisbon. Yeah, but here
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
speak a
in
lot of
stores, yes, because they're more touristy orientated, but not official
No,
offices like the
no.
post office, the tax office,
The
the
taxi drivers.
the camera, like the town hall, all these more important government institution.
Yeah.
They don't speak English.
Yeah. Google Translate, very important.
Yeah, I mean, we're in Portugal. You know, it's not like they have a second. English is not their second language or anything, but.
Yeah. No, but it's very helpful. And
Yes.
it was about filling in your taxes yourself via the website of the Portuguese government. And it's a desktop version, and you have an app version. But the desktop version, unfortunately, is only in Portuguese. But the app version is in 3 languages. So, yeah, with the same Outlook, Outlook, yeah. But okay, it's about 10 steps you must follow. A little bit like tax on web in Belgium. Tax on web is the same approach. And you can have a simulation of your taxes, and then press the button, and here we go. Yeah, and I had time till the end of June, starting 1st of April till the end of June. That's the time you have.
Time frame you need to do your taxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, it's very simple. It's one kind of income, pension. And you can, of course, do some remote jobs. The situation is then somewhat different. But they are willing to help you with that. When you have a question, call them. Yeah.
That's good. Good to know anyway. But that's not in every. That's just here. I don't know any other cities with how they do how helpful they are, but here they are helpful anyway.
Yeah. When I compare this to Belgium, well, it's not like that. It's not so easy in Belgium to make a one-to-one appointment with somebody of the tax authorities.
Yes, it's the same in Canada. They'd rather not talk to you. They just.
It's an online thing now.
This is the form, filled out.
Yeah.
I did my tax in Canada. I just used a guy that filled it out. I mean, my kids, or my sons anyway, they do it themselves. So.
Yeah.
Not again, just online, fill it out. They just have one job, I guess.
Yeah. Another thing, maybe we are going to Belgium,
Oh yes.
At the end of May.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, to Brussels. And to combine that with, of course, the visit to family, friends, and there's a party going on for my grandchild. Yes. She's becoming.
He's going to be 5
years.
He will be 5 years old.
Yeah, and then we go together.
Yeah, visit
for the first time.
Visiting,
together.
Yes, your family, yes, and your country. I've never been to Belgium, so it'd be nice.
Yeah,
we're doing some pet sit. We're combining that, so we stay like 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks in
and it's a very simple pet sit because it's a cat. Not
one cat.
Not 4 dogs or 5 cats. So
very,
it's just
very
nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And then I'm going to show you the little part of Flanders.
So we can make a video and show.
Yeah.
We
can do that.
So, but that it's going to prove the point that it's easy if you from North America and you move to Europe. It's easy to travel.
Yeah.
Around, and because it's not as expensive than traveling in Canada or the US because the distances are shorter.
Right. Yeah.
Flights are cheaper. There's more of them going. I know that in America it's not that expensive, but in Canada it is.
Yeah. Well, and we shall leave, I think, from the Lisbon airport.
I guess. Or I thought that's Porto. No, Lisbon.
Lisbon or Porto. There are 3, 3.
Yeah, Faro. Faro, but you have
in Algarve.
Yeah, but that's further away from here.
Yeah, it's 300.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours away from here or something. So, I'd rather not go there.
And then Lisbon to Brussels Charleroi. And when you're lucky, yeah, it costs you 30 euros or something per person.
Yeah, but that's
When
without
you're
luggage.
lucky, eh?
Without
Yeah.
luggage, you have to
Without
pay another 30 bucks
Yeah,
for luggage.
yeah.
So like 60 or 70 euros for one way. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, right. As we know, it all depends of the day, eh? We're talking about Ryanair now, so it can.
It's it's the same with the one I use for going to Switzerland. What's it called?
EasyJet? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The UK company too. They're both UK companies, but they ones go more different directions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be an upcoming adventure,
Right.
and hopefully we have another video in between.
Yeah. Then we come back,
Yeah.
and the chance of sunshine then is.
Yeah, we already
Higher.
looked. We already looked. It's supposed to be not this next week, but the week after. It's supposed to be warmer. But I mean, it should be like it's getting to summer. It's getting ridiculous not having hot weather here. Because
Right.
the first year was here, it was hot. Now hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we see on the weather forecast 27 degrees, eh? And
Yes,
sun.
that's how it was. I mean, we had this in March when my son was here,
Yeah. Yeah.
and even a couple of days in between there was up to 30. I think at some point. So this is a little unusual. Some weird thing going on from the Atlantic. Bring some cool air. Don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it
Yes.
for this time.
Yes. Make sure you check out all those other videos all over
Yeah.
the place.
Yeah.
In the meantime, when you're done with this one.
Yeah. Okay. See you.
And you can also listen to this podcast, if the sound is okay, on all the podcast apps they're out there.
Yep.
I'll leave a link down there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Ciao.